Hey everybody, and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life and your business, your health, fitness, mindset and body from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be. And today I am in the mobile studio again, as I'm heading into hospital to see my daughter again, who's still in there battling away, and I've got a meeting with the doctors as well. So I apologise for any road noise that may be coming through. But once again, thank you for all your words of support. It's much appreciated by me and the family. Today I wanted to talk to you about consistency and how consistency pays off. And perhaps it shows up in ways at times when you wouldn't necessarily expect it, like a nice little surprise. And I'm going to use an example for myself today as to exactly what that means. So what does it mean to be consistent? Well, I'll tell you how a lot of people view me in the management of my own health and wellness. People think I'm boring. People think that I don't really have a life, and that why would you want to eat that food? Why would you want to be so regimented with your routine of supplementation and training and even recording these podcasts? I record 2 podcasts a day, the Rob Evans 365 podcast and this one here, the Mental Toughness and Body Show, and people can't understand how I can keep it up. And how do you think of something to say every single day? Why do you get up so early? Why do you do all of those things? How are you so consistent with everything that you do? Well, it comes from a deep drive from within me. And people can say, well, I just don't understand how you cannot eat chocolate, or you can't eat, your fish and chips, or go out and do those things. I love my food too much, and I couldn't do what you're doing. And people looking for these chinks in the armour, if you like. People wanting to know, what's the thing that does it for you? What do you really miss out on? It sounds so boring. You don't drink alcohol, you don't drink coffee, you don't take drugs, you don't smoke, you don't do any of those things. You have such a boring life. Well, it's very easy for people to pass judgment on you because the way that you live your life doesn't agree or reconcile with the way that they live theirs. Lots of people like to go out a lot and, buy their lunches, go out for breakfast, go out for dinners, get takeaway dinners, do all of that kind of stuff. But I just choose to live differently. I choose my health over maybe some of those choices because of the value that it brings me. It means for me in the long term that I'm going to be able to live a long, strong, happy, healthy life that I want to, because I place such a high value in these aspects of what success means to me in health and wellness. It means that I'm focused and energized all the time. So it enables me to do other things with my life as well. It enables me to run my successful business, grow the business. It enables me to build relationships. It enables me to forge strong relationships as a dad with my children so that I can be the best version of myself for them. That's what's important to me. Now, people might say that, well, I can achieve all of those things by not doing the way that you do it, and you just seem way too boring. Or I could never do that because I still want to have a life. The number of times that people say to me, I could never do that because I still want to have a life. You're so boring, maybe you should just have a drink and have some fun. It's like, well, okay, thanks again for passing judgment. I just make different decisions in my life. I live my health and wellness at the top 1% of health for my age group. I just make that choice. It's a choice for me. Now, does that require sacrifice? Yes, it does, I guess. But doesn't anything that you want to be successful in require sacrifice on some level? Doesn't it require some sacrifice in terms of your time? I've never met any incredibly successful people that I want to be associating with or aspire to be like their success that doesn't sacrifice some time on a weekend to move themselves forward, to grow, to meet, to record podcasts with people on other sides of the world because they're either successful like you are or more successful, and you want to connect with them and learn for them and add value to your audience. Chances are you're going to have to do that at some point on the weekend. If you want to write a book, chances are you're going to have to do some writing on the weekend. If you want to move yourself ahead, then chances are you're going to have to do some time on the weekend. Or is there a chance that after 5 p.m., if you normally work 9 till 5 p.m., that after 5 p.m. or before 9 a.m., that you're going to have to put in some hard work to get things done? Is there a chance that you're going to have to go really quite tired at some point because you're not sleeping as much because you're working incredibly hard on what your passion is right now? I've done all of those things and more. But if you want to get ahead, you know that you're going to have to put in some hard yards. You know it's going to take sacrifice. Does it mean you're going to have to spend some time away from your family at some point because you're building something bigger than just you? Yes. If I want to get all the things done that I want to in my life, then I need to be focused, energized, and healthy. Because when you're sick, what happens? You have downtime. You can't be as productive. You're not as focused. I don't have time for that. So if I invest in myself, in taking care of myself, and I invest in doing those things that I know work for me to make me successful every single day, then yeah, that's going to seem boring. If you take the Olympic medalist, the Olympic gold medalist, and you broke down what they did every single day, every single week for years in order to put them on the podium for a gold medal, I guarantee you this, 99.9% of the world's population would not be prepared to do what it takes. And you might think that gold-winning performance is absolutely amazing. You think, wow, I would love to have that moment. But most of you don't want the boring consistency that goes into that moment. And that's what I want you to get from right here today. The outcomes can be incredibly sexy and incredibly lucrative and incredibly amazing and life-changing for you. But you got to realize that it comes with sacrifice, and it comes with a lot of, in air quotes, boring consistency to get that result. And so 2 weeks ago, I got a nice little surprise phone call. And it was 18 months ago that I made the decision through the Isagenix company that I work with to really take my body and health to somewhere where it's never been before. And I am part of the IsaBody Challenge, which is a 16-week challenge run by Isagenix, and it runs one straight after the other. And I'm enrolled in them all year round. Why? Because it helps keep me accountable. Even though I have a strength and conditioning coach, this provides accountability on another level. And with the prospect of there being a prize at the end of it if you get really great results. Now, I entered it 18 months ago, and I said, I am going to become a finalist at the end of 2020 by getting the best looking body, the leanest body I've ever had, showing the six-pack that I want. If you're a long-term listener, you'd have heard me talk about this before, so I'm not going to go into detail, but I made the decision to just get the best version of myself. And I didn't get it. Oh, sorry, I didn't get my goal was to become a finalist in the IsaBody Challenge across Australia and New Zealand, and I didn't get it. Now, it's out of thousands, tens of thousands of people that are involved, but I didn't make it. But I did get the best looking body, best shape that I'd ever gotten. And after having a bit of a layoff, resting my mindset, resting my body, getting back into the training and working out what I was going to do for 2021 to be as focused or more focused than I was in the prior year, because I was so focused in 2020. I thought, how is it possible? Now I found a way to do it. Not a topic for this particular podcast. But what I did was I was consistent. I kept on with my food, my training, and I reset my goals and I reset my focus. And every single day I do certain things to make sure that I am incredibly consistent with the way that I live and still working towards those goals, getting in the best shape that I can be for my age. And that's what I did at the start of this year. And I said, well, I didn't make it last year. Does that mean I'll never make it? No. You keep on working to become a finalist. You keep working hard. You've reset your goals. You've reset your focus. Keep moving forward. And that's the decision that I made. So the phone call that I got a couple of weeks ago was the high-up people at Isagenix Australia, and they said, congratulations, you've just won, not a finalist, but I got an honourable mention for all my hard work and the outcome that I've received for my body over this first judging period of the IsaBody Challenge this year. And I was like, wow. It was so unexpected because I'm aiming to get in my best shape in November this year again. But I was rewarded for the work that I've done up to this point. And I thought, wow, isn't that exciting? It was really unexpected. Yeah, I had some disappointment last year, but I was just blown out of the water that, yeah, I got an honourable mention. I get some prize money for it. I'm going to do a post in social media over the next coming days so you can have a look at my before and after photos. And my goal is still to get even better than that this year. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it. And it just goes to show you that, yes, if you are consistent, you can still be rewarded for it. Well, I shouldn't say still rewarded for it. You are rewarded for it. Because people constantly, for years, probably over 30 years, have been on my back about how boring I am, how how I live the way that I live. And I say, well, do you know what? It doesn't matter, because I live my life the way that I live, and consistency for me brings results. It brings happiness, it brings success. It enables me to live this amazing life that I live. And even though you may think consistency is boring, I think it's great and it's giving me the results. So if you also think that you are boring, if you think that consistency is hard, if consistency requires sacrifice, yes it does, but it's worth it, and I'm living proof of this. It's worth it to be consistent. The highest performing people on this planet are consistent, and they're also incredibly successful. If I can do it, you can do it too. So wherever you are in the world, I want you to stay safe, stay focused, stay consistent, and let's make 2021 your best year yet. If you want to connect with me, please reach out to me. I'd love to connect with you. Go to thementaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, opt in for your free consultation there, and let's start a conversation. Let's make 2021 your best year yet, because I am going to consistently make each year for me better and better by doing the right things consistently. Don't do the wrong things consistently, because you'll get the wrong outcome. See you.